How y'all doing? It is Fibro Mama, and I want to do a laundry chat, get to know me, because I am new here on YouTube, so I want you guys to get to know me, and hopefully you'll subscribe and we'll have fun together. Now, I'm gonna be doing laundry. I don't mind washing. I hate folding. Okay, like folding is not my thing. Okay, but it gotta be done. So first I want to talk that I am a parent. I have 3 children. I have a 13-year-old son who will soon be 14 next month. And I feel so old sometimes. But I have to realize I had him young, so I'm not super old. And I have a 7-year-old daughter and a 6-year-old daughter. So I waited 6 years to start over, which, what was I thinking? But let's just say it won't be no more. No more babies for more. I like to spoil them and everything else. I just don't want them to be mine. And I have a wonderful, wonderful husband who is a lot of my life. But at the same time, it's hard because I have fibromyalgia. And I know a lot of people have heard it. They've heard it on commercials or heard people talk about it. It's getting more talked about now. But it's a serious illness. But people don't take it serious because it's not disability where your legs messed up, your arm messed up. You can't, you don't know anybody have it unless they open up and say something to you. You look very normal, but you're very not normal on the inside. And I have that illness. And it's hard some days, but you get used to a certain amount of pain to where you don't make it as big of a deal as some people would. I know I do. I don't even, some pain, people think that I'm normal and I am in pain, but it's my everyday pain. And it's like, okay, I can make it with this amount of pain. But if it gets any worse, I'm not going to be able to tolerate it. But that's how that goes. But a little bit about the illness, I have muscle and nerve pain. So the nerve pain is very hard to deal with, more than muscle. Muscle you can use cream or, all kind of things. But when you have nerve pain, you can't get to that nerve, man. And you don't want to take medication all day because guess what? You don't want to be hyped on medication. I got 3 kids and a husband. I got to be mommy. I got to be wife. I can't be what they want me to be. So I have to be what I need to be. And what I need to be, I'm going to be hurt. And you have to accept that. It took me a couple of years to get on the right medication regimen where I'm decent and to accept what I'm going through, which was very hard to deal with. Accepting that my kids would see me at my worst. And I always want to be the strongest for my babies. My babies are my life. So I want to be strong with them, and you have to pick and choose what's important to do. And I wanted to talk to people about that because it's very hard as a parent. I don't know how I could have more kids because 3 kids, I swear, is just a whole lot. But I love school events. I stay at home. So I don't work from home. But I love school events. I love stuff like that. But I can't always go on field trips. If we're going to be outside all day and doing a lot of walking, mommy shouldn't go. And it's hard because you want to go. With my oldest, before I got sick, I went to everything. And my younger 2, I have to tell them, no, mommy is not going to be able to do that. It's just not going to happen. And that's very, very, very hard to do because your kids are your life, And for me, I was saying before my freaking camera cut off, it's hard being that parent that has to say no. You want to be the classroom parent. You want to be the parent that makes your kids proud of you. But that's so hard when you're aching. You might be limping that day. We have temperature issues. So I might be sweating and hot that day and it just looks awkward in public. Or I might be freezing and it's hot outside and I have on a jacket looking crazy. So those things are hard on a parent and on your children. but we got to do it. My kids probably would tell you they would never want to have a different mom because I am a very good mom, I think. But at the same time, it's a difficult life. The advantages, you are at home. I was at home with my last two kids, and they don't know what a daycare is. They don't know what anything is but school. And those were advantages. I was able to take care of my kids, be home, my kids, love and nurture my children. My son has an illness. He has life-threatening asthma and a billion allergies. So I was there to go to every appointment, therapy, and whatever else he needed. If he's sick at school, and I was there for him. There's advantages and disadvantages at everything, y'all. I'm telling you, it's hard. I also had a degree. I have a associate's in psychology. I was supposed to go back and finish with with another 2 to 4 years, but I can't do the field. I can't work the halls of a hospital like I had planned myself to be able to do. So I'm with a degree that I can't manage with, and it's very hard for me to know these things, to hear these things, and to be told this by doctors. Like, ma'am, it's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. You need to sleep a lot because we have fatigue issues. We get sleepy, or I can sleep 8 hours, but it feel like I slept two. And then we have fatigue and insomnia. So I'm tired, but I can't fall asleep. And I'll tell y'all, I take medicine for sleep sometimes because I have to be up at 5:30 to get my kids ready for school to get them there on time. If I took a sleep pill, I might not wake up. And my husband is always great with that. He works a lot. He works long hours. He's tired, and to depend on him to wake up for them, it's just not fair. He's very good with it. He helps me a lot. Don't get me wrong, but it's very hard to depend on him when he already is the breadwinner in our family. So with that, I end up just taking a pain medicine, my normal meds, and don't get much sleep until the morning after I, do the whole mom thing and get them ready for school, get them out and at school. Then I'll come home and take a nap. It's not what you want to say that you have to do because it's not a choice. It's you have no choice. You don't want to fall asleep at the wheel when you got to pick them up. You don't want to be feeling 3 times worse because you did not get any sleep. I still have to clean my house. I still have to do doctor's appointments for me. I have a million of them. My son does as well. I have a daughter who's ADHD. So I have a lot going on. So that nap is a necessity because I sleep better in the daytime than I do at night. Really crazy, but it is the God honest truth. So then now I have to stop everything. And it's hard because if I have something that is planned in the morning, I have to do that, come home, take a nap before I get out of school. And I got a daughter to get out at 2:50, so you don't really have much time. But you gotta swing it, you gotta make it. And that's what us fibromyalgia moms have to go through. Are chronically ill in general because fibromyalgia is one of them, but it is many chronically ill diseases that are out there that is hard to deal with. So as a mom, you're gonna put on your big girl pants and your superwoman cape, and you're gonna get out there and do it. That's what I do. My kids my son, because he's older, he will know, like, okay, mommy, I know you don't feel good. Go take a nap. I watch the girls, but at the same time, you're the child, I'm the parent. I'm gonna do as much as I can, even if it kills me. And I think he wants to hear that, even if it kills me part. I worked in the medical field before I got sick. I worked as a CNA, certified medical assistant, but I was in school for my psychology degree to be able to work in the hospital where I was already working. And I had plans. I had goals. I was meeting my goals, all of that. But my life changed. I get the question 100 million times, how did you get fibromyalgia? I got fibromyalgia for multiple reasons. But the first reason was I have C-sections. I had one in 19. Beautiful, beautiful son. Beautiful spirit, that child. Uh, I got pregnant young and had a baby at 19. I had a C-section. He was huge. Okay. And after that, a couple years later, he was 4. So 3 years later, 3 to 4 years later, I ended up having a Roux-en-Y, which is a gastric bypass and very serious surgery. And then I got so many negative things from it. One, I ended up gaining weight back. But I have low blood pressure. I have low sugar. All those things eventually came years after the surgery. Like, it wasn't automatic. It wasn't right after. You wouldn't, if it wasn't for me and the doctors getting together and seeing that that's what caused it, I wouldn't know, because it was many years later. I got pregnant 6 months out. That is a big no-no. But I hadn't got pregnant for 6 years, so I figured I am infertile. I can't have no babies. It's not a problem. And it was. Because losing 100 pounds makes you very fertile. So I had my daughter, Katura. But that was in the C-section. So surgery number 3. Guess what? I got pregnant 9 months later. My baby's first, 9 to 10 months. My baby's first birthday, I was pregnant again. And I'm thinking, oh my God. But guess what? 3 months before I figured out I was pregnant, 4 months before I figured out I was pregnant, I had a tummy tuck because of the extra skin from me losing 100 pounds. Surgery number 4. And it's like, okay, I wasn't supposed to be pregnant after that surgery as well for 6 months to a year. So, wow, I got pregnant 3 to 4 months after. What is wrong with me? Like, I'm becoming super fertile after these surgeries and I'm having babies. So, I had my youngest, Keziah. After Keziah, I had my tubes tied. I knew that I was very fertile and that I would end up having more children, and my health was declining. I didn't know why at the time my health was declining, but after that 5th surgery, which was my 3rd C-section, it got crazy. And I had super, super side effects. I blamed on the pregnancy and being postmortem, but we found out later, years later, that it was my fibromyalgia starting. So, since my fibromyalgia was starting to affect me, and I probably had it way before that last pregnancy, but it wasn't bothering me enough until I kept cutting on my body. So then here we go. Danielle has a major issue. Oh my God, what are we gonna do? Like, oh, this is fixable. I went to so many doctors, so many specialists before the neurologist didn't diagnose me with fibromyalgia. At the time, I was on cane. I was severely depressed, and severely ill, and nobody was ready to help and me understand what was going on. So when I was diagnosed, my life changed. They started trying out medicines on me. As hard as that sounds, I eventually found a regimen. So now we fast forward, and I'm on a good regimen. It took me a long time. I've been to therapies that didn't work, been to medications that didn't work. I've been drugged out because I'm letting them give me whatever they think is possible to help me. It took me to say, no, I'm only taking this and that, and I'll struggle and make my life work with what I have to deal with. But I'm not going to be drugged up, sleep in a bed, and still in pain on these drugs for nobody. Like, my kids miss me. My kids miss who I used to be. I need to be some form of that for them. And that's what I became. So now I'm happy to say that I learned so much, and I'm still learning so much about my illness that it is helping me become a better me. But I don't want people to be sad for me because I love my life now. It took me a long time to find the regimen and the do's and the don'ts for my life, but I'm happy. My back hurts really bad right now, but guess what? I'm up. My bed's made, and I'm not getting back in. Okay, and I'm gonna work my life, off, and I'm gonna do good, and I'm gonna take care of my kids. I love YouTube. I've been watching YouTube for years. YouTube pulled me through so many bad times. The jolly people and the good attitudes and motivational things that I see and hear on YouTube has made me a better person. And that's what made me want to join it. I didn't join it for extra income, which would be great, but that's not really what I joined it for. I joined it to information for people, put somebody out there who's like me, who is like me, like people I can say, oh, I have that, and if she can do it, I can do it. We need to see those things. Chronically ill people need to see those things, and it's me. I have not got through this basket of laundry because I've been running my mouth, but I'm going to finish this laundry up, and I'll come back with another video. Please subscribe, hit that bell button, know when I will be posting, and hopefully it will be at least every other day, but I want to do it every day. I want to put it out there. I want to show that if I can do it, you can do it. So please subscribe to your girl. Give your girl some, motivation to keep pushing them videos out. And I will be very informational for the people who are like me or chronically ill. And guess what? All that aside, I'm still a mama of 3, baby. And I'm still a wife. And I have to be that. And I want everybody to know they can do it. Say bye-bye, Gabby. My baby kitten.